like to know, you could have shown her any lifetime today, but you showed her the young woman living in an early town in the 1700s, living in the beautiful home and the beautiful family. What was the purpose of showing her that life today?
To show her happiness.
Why was that important for her to see that happiness today?
So she can learn to accept it.
And is that something that she struggles with today?
Yeah.
So how can that help her today? What does she need to take away from that lifetime?
To accept she's a good person. And deserves to be happy.
And does she understand that?
She's learning.
So what happened in that lifetime with her and her husband?
She needs to learn that she deserves to be happy. Not to push people away.
And is that what she did in that lifetime with that husband?
Yes.
And is that husband from that lifetime someone that she typically incarnates with?
No.
And so in that lifetime she continually felt like she didn't belong. Why did she live that lifetime feeling that way?
So she would have a better understanding of what she needs to learn.
So was that lifetime a prelude to this lifetime?
Yes.
So was that the lifetime right before this lifetime?
Yes.
And she experienced sadness in that lifetime. Is she carrying any of that sadness from that lifetime into this lifetime?
Yes.
Is there any chance we can clear that out for her, or is that serving her now?
Needs to be cleared.
Can you clear that, or do I need to assist in clearing?
You need to assist.
All right, I'm going to put my hand on your chest, and I want you to go into your body, and I want you to gather up all that sadness that's still lodged in your body, and I want you to give it to me in my hand. Go into your body and clear out all that sadness. Pull it from every cell in your body and give it to me. Gathering up all the sadness that's still lodged in your body, and when I have it all, let me know. Go in and gather it all up. Give it to me so we can send it up to God, the source, for healing. Pull it out of every dark crevice, every cell in your body, where that sadness no longer serves you.
Okay.
All right, I'm taking it away, and I'm sending it up to the source, to God, for healing. And now in place where that sadness was, I want to put in lots of happiness, lots of joy. I want you to take that happiness and joy and fill it into every cell of your body, every nook and cranny where that sadness once resided. I want you to fill it with joy and love and light. And what else would you like to put in there?
Acceptance.
Okay, let's put lots of acceptance in there. Fill up that space with acceptance, and fill it up with peace and love peace and love and acceptance, love and light, and joy and happiness. Is there anything else you would like to put in there?
No.
All right, I'm going to seal that in place by touching your forehead. And that is now sealed in place. So, do I have permission to speak to Rochelle's higher self once again?
Yeah.
So, how does her body look now?
Much calmer.
Very nice. So, do I have permission to ask her questions now?
Yeah.
Some of the questions that she brought here today is she wants to know what's causing the anxiety that she suffers from. What's causing that?
It's her way of knowing. It's her gut feeling. And it's her way of knowing when something is not right.
So how can she better manage that?
By stepping back and examining why it's causing her to feel so anxious.
And does she do that now?
No.
So can we give her some guidelines on how to help her through that process so she can better manage it?
Yeah.
And what does she need to do?
Not let it consume her.
And how does she not let it consume her?
By taking a step back, asking why she's feeling this.
And can we help her remember to do that?
Yeah.
And how will you help her remember that?
By telling her it's okay to feel this way. Not to let it take over.
And after this session today, will she notice a difference?
Yeah.
And will she notice that when she's feeling that way, that she knows she has to step back and look at it and examine it?
Yeah.
And so why is it that she always feels that way when she starts a new job?
Because she doesn't need to be working.
And so what should she be doing?
She needs to focus on serving others.
And does she do that now?
No.
So what recommendations can you give her for focusing on others?
Volunteering.
What kind of volunteer work do you recommend would be good for her?
Volunteering by doing something she has passion for.
What is her passion?
Reading.
So when I recommended that to her yesterday, was that my higher self, or her higher self, helping her along?
Yes.
Was there anything else that she could do?
By doing that, she will help others. She will connect with others. She'll know she has so much to offer.
So what is her purpose? She wants to know what her purpose was for this lifetime.
Her purpose is to help others. Let them see that difference is okay.
And what has held her back from doing that service to others? What's held her back from doing that in this lifetime?
Being afraid.
And what is she afraid of?
She's afraid of being rejected.
And what's causing that rejection?
By being rejected by her father.
Mm-hmm. And how did that come about?
He was held back as a child. So he had a hard time accepting her being different. Now he sees that it's okay. That she can do so much good.
And so is she holding any rejection in her body from her father? Is she holding that in her body any longer?
No.
So there's nothing we need to do to clear that?
No.
Will she understand this whole process now?
Yeah.
And how does she feel about her father now?
She feels so much joy, so much love. She knows how much he loves her. She needs to let that take over.
And will she understand that love now and let it take over?
Yes.
I know at one time she told me that she had some bitterness towards her father. So is that gone now then?
Yes.
Is there anything else we need to do of any clearing so that she can just embrace him and his love?
No.
Okay, so she has that lesson down now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we've tried to have a couple of these sessions before. Why were we not successful during these sessions before?
She was not ready.
So what's different now?
She's ready to let things go. She's ready to forgive.
And what forgiveness does she need to work on?
She's done that.
She's done that. So there's no forgiveness that we need to help her with today.
No.
So what was the purpose? What is the purpose for having this session today? How's this going to help her?
She knows now that she has her father's total love and acceptance.
Very nice. All right. Some of her other questions that she had, she wants to know why she was there at Craig's death and at Mom's death.
She needed to grow.
And how did that help her grow?
It helped her grow in knowing how strong she is. She is such a strong person.
And does she understand that now?
Yes.
She wants to know why she's so different from her family, but I think we've already answered that.
We have.
Okay, very nice. Is there anything that we need to do to help her be more accepting of that, or is she going to understand that whole purpose now?
She'll understand it.
Okay. So why has she not married in this lifetime?
She was too afraid of being rejected.
Mm-hmm.
She was too afraid to let people in.
So that's one of her things. She wanted to know why she can't get close to people and let people in.
She felt she wouldn't be loved because she is different. She didn't want to take that chance.
Mm-hmm.
And she was afraid of being hurt by that, by being rejected.
Mm-hmm. And so is there anything that we need to do with that? Have we cleared that up for her now?
We're working on that.
So what more can we do to help her with that? What more can I do to help her with that?
Just let her know how great she is.
And I do let her know how great she is all the time.
Continue doing that.
And she's a very beautiful soul. Okay. So what happened in her lifetime? Because we as a family noticed a big change in her lifetime when she was a young girl into teenager. So what happened to her to really have that change happen?
She lost sight of who she was,
Mm-hmm.
where she belonged in the family.
And what caused that for her to lose sight of that? Something happened to her.
She took on too much responsibility that she didn't need to.
So was that something she took on herself, or is that something that was put on her?
She took it upon herself.
Is there any residue from that we need to clear up?
Yes.
So what is it that we need to clear out for her today?
Just letting others realizing she doesn't need to take on the responsibility of others.
Mm-hmm. And will she understand that now after this session?
Yeah.
And so how does that work with her situation where she's living with our father now? What's her responsibility there? And is she taking on too much responsibility now?
Not so much.
Mm-hmm. So I know our Father worries about her a lot. Do you see how she's going to fare in the future?
Yes.
So how is she going to be?
She's going to be much more accepting. She's going to feel more peace.
Mm-hmm.
That will reflect out so others can feel that peace.
And what's caused her to be so soft-spoken?
She needs to be that way.
Okay.
So others will listen.
Mm-hmm.
Pay more attention to what she's saying.
And is it important for us to pay attention?
Yes.
Okay. So what messages is she going to give us that we need to pay attention?
We all need to learn to love. Be there for others. Accept everyone around us.
Great, thank you. I know she has a hard time accepting Christine, her sister. So what's going on with that?
Rochelle needs to forgive herself. Let the past be in the past. Move forward with love and light.
So what does she need to forgive herself for?
She needs to forgive herself for not accepting her drug use.
Her drug use?
Yes.
Okay. And is that a problem today?
Yes.
And how can she deal with that now?
To realize that that has made Chris the person that she is.
So I just want to make sure I'm connecting this, because between her and Chris, she's not accepting of Chris because of Chris's drug use, but Rochelle has the same problem. Help me explain, understand.
No.
Okay.
She needs to realize that because Chris used drugs, that has shaped her into the person she is.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is.
Okay.
And that she is who she is today because of that.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to forgive Chris.
Okay. And so, may I speak to Rochelle, please?
Yes.
Rochelle, do you hear your higher self instructing you to forgive Chris?
Yes.
And do you understand why Chris is who she is?
Yes.
And do you forgive her?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. May I speak to Rochelle's higher self once again?
Yes.
And how is she and how will she be with Chris now going forward?
She'll be much more at peace.
Mm-hmm.
she'll love her more.
Very nice. And is there any self-forgiveness that Rochelle needs to do today?
It's already done.
It's done. Is that something she's been working on or you've done for her?
Both.
Both. Very nice. Okay. Is there anything else between her and Chris that we need to work with?
No.
And that's clear?
It's all clear.
Okay, very nice. She wanted to know why she felt like she was left to raise herself and her sisters. Why did she plan, or why did that event have to happen in her life?
It happened so she would learn responsibility.
And did she learn that?
Yes.
And is that all that she was to learn during that?
Yes.
But she took on the responsibility that it was her role, took on more than she needed to?
Yes.
Okay, and does she understand that now?
Yes.
So is there any forgiveness that we need to do, forgiving the parents for that or anything that's affecting her?
She needs to learn to forgive. She needs to learn to forgive herself for taking on more than she needed.
And how can we help her learn to do that self-forgiveness? How can we help her do that today?
She's aware that she didn't need to do that.
Okay. And so she just needs to go through and forgive herself of that event.
Yeah.
And can I share that Ho'oponopono prayer with her?
Yeah.
And will that help her if she says that over and over?
Yeah.
All right. So I will share that with her when we're done. Does she have any forgiveness that she needs to work with her mom, with Jean?
No.
Okay. So when she was younger, she went to live with Dad, and she had everything all packed up, and she was living in their living room, and all of a sudden she got all this anxiety. What caused her to have anxiety at that point, at that time in her life?
It was not her path. She needed to stay where she was.
Mm-hmm.
She needed to be with her mom when she died.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. All right. Can you do a body scan for her? She has some health issues that we want to look at today.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you see as you go through her body and do a body scan? And can we ask for healing today as well?
Yes. She doesn't move enough.
And how do you recommend, what do you recommend that she do to move?
Go for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
Let her mind wander. Get out of her own head.
And when you say let the mind wander, what does that mean? and to get out of her head. Can you give her some clarification on that?
See the beauty. See the differences in the world. Not let things consume her that she doesn't need.
Mm-hmm. And today she noticed the mountains. And she noticed what they actually look like.
She needs to notice more of that.
Mm-hmm. So did you help her see that today?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so how can you help her going forward?
I can help her see that in her eye, where she can see the differences.
Very nice. Thank you. And so is there something we can do to spur her to get up and move more?
Just keep encouraging her.
Mm-hmm. She says she's having headaches. What's causing her headaches?
Not drinking enough water.
Well, how much water should she be drinking?
At least 16 ounces a day.
Mm-hmm. And that's not very much. So she just start there and work her way up?
Yes.
She says she has arthritis. Do you see that in her body?
No.
She doesn't have arthritis?
No.
Okay. What's going on with her teeth?
She needs to see a dentist.
Is there anything you can do to help her today? Can you do any healing work on her mouth today?
No.
Okay. And what's going on with her weight?
She's not ready to lose any.
And does she hold on to the weight?
She holds on to it because she thinks that's the only thing she can control.
Mm-hmm. And will she be able to work through that in this lifetime and realize that there are other things she can control?
Yeah.
And will she be able to lose weight in the future?
Yeah.
Okay, and you'll let us know when?
Yeah.
Do you recommend she have another one of these sessions in the future?
Yeah.
Okay. So where are these thoughts of suicide coming from that she has?
She has them because she doesn't think she has worth. That will go away.
Mm-hmm. And will that go away naturally, or can you remove that from her now?
It will go away naturally.
Okay. And how about the anxiety? Will the anxiety go away, or what can you do about the anxiety that she's experiencing?
She'll learn to control that.
Okay. And what about the medications that she's on? How are the medications serving her?
They serve her right now to control that. But she'll be able to learn to control that on her own.
And do you have any recommendations for any natural cures for her? Crystals or rocks or oils or food?
Food and oil.
Food and oil. Okay. And what oils do you recommend for her that would be best for her right now?
Lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus.
Okay. And what foods do you recommend for her?
Food with protein.
She was drinking a protein drink, an organic protein drink. Is that something she should continue?
Yes.
And what other kinds of protein should she consume?
Beans.
Beans. Okay.
Healthier meat.
Healthier meats?
Yeah.
And what kind of healthier meats do you recommend?
Chicken.
Okay. And what meats does she currently consume and like that she should cut back on?
Beef.
Back on beef, eat more chicken?
Yes.
Okay. And I know that she is trying to get on Social Security. Is that something that's going to work for her? Will she be able to do that?
Yes.
And how long is that going to take?